Welcome everybody to the presentation of the culminating experience of one of our graduate students, Hanna Noh, and I would like to read a short biography and then have Hanna present. Hanna Noh, co-founder and director of the Extreme Inc. in Korea, born highly skilled and multifaceted pianist and composer with a unique artistic style. Before moving to the United States, she studied classical piano in Korea and Germany. She's mentored by Danilo Perez, George Garzon, John Patucci, John Lovano, amongst many others. And it's a pleasure now to introduce the culminating experience of Hanna Noh. Go ahead, Hanna.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hanna Noh, and it is a great pleasure to be here today. Today, I want to share my project that is a focus on introspection and examining my life journey. Where did I come from? How has that shaped who I am now? And where am I headed in the future? To be honest, in the past, I haven't thought very deeply about my identity as a musician and human being, and about all the communities, also musical tradition that have led me on this path. Pythagoras once said, "Man know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God." This is the basic inspiration for my project. The opportunity to better know myself and connect more deeply with my past and present is the opportunity to also understand the world and community I live in and hopefully contribute in a positive way in the future. About the project, in order to delve into this more deeply, I focused on 4 communities that have been important in my life and explored how this tradition and groups of people create my narrative. Moving from being that young girl in Korea to being an artist and wife, soon to be a mother and a student at Berklee College of Music. I create 4 songs dedicated to this chapter of my life and aspect of my identity. Global Baby. My husband and I met at Berklee in 2012 as a student, and since 2013, I have been visiting Global Jazz Institute often because he was part of it. In 2016, I met my husband's family in Brazil, and from the time, I was fascinated with choros and samba music. In 2020, I became a member of the Global Institute family in the USA, and I am now pregnant. Our global baby is on the way. I am eternally grateful to Gauss and dedicate this song to him and our new child. Let's take a listen, part of the song. Rescued by one greater than I, Almighty God. This song is dedicated to my early experience with classical music and my connection also experience with God and my church. I was born into Christian family and throughout my life from an early age, I played instrument in my home church in Korea. My mother and family were supportive, encouraged me to overcome hurdles and push further on my musical journey. In addition, I connected with God, an invisible force that motivates me to play the piano, create meaning, direction, and message in my music. My passion for music and the piano is born from my miraculous recovery from the jaws of death and my chance to live again after almost dying. God gave me another chance. Let's take a listen part of the song.
How amazing God is, the author and finisher of all beautiful things. He saved me from the jaws of death, even when I was drowning in sickness and pains. He walked me from the aisle of anger and sadness, and made me whole better and better. A symbol of hope and greatness, He made me a shining light in heavy darkness. Now I am alive to share through my music and human kindness. How amazing God is, a friend to hold in times of strife and storms. The author and finisher of all beautiful things.
Traditional Korean music is a national heritage. It can help people understand our country better, and it represents the history, tradition, and thought of my community. Korean traditional music is gugak, the Korean translation, has been passed down through the generations since antiquity. Gugak has many distinct traits, from the essential music elements to its tone and format. As I explore this music more deeply, I was inspired to find common tone inspired by Danilo Peris's workshops with West African rhythm, blues, and elements of McCoy Tyner's music, I discovered more elements of my ancestral root and the culture I grew up in while connecting with my global community. Let's take a listen part of the song. I started writing this piece as an exercise in Patricia's social activism class. I was inspired by the book Jazz by Toni Morrison, where I learned to see another dimension of freedom in jazz. Morrison shows how the African-American experience of woman is most influenced in the quest to understand the context of jazz. I wanted to collaborate with Nadia Washington, so I made an abstract graphic score and create a poem. I gave those to her as well as some freely improvised piano track. She then created her own words, feeling of freedom and melodies with us to create this fully improvised track. Also, Tyson Jackson joins us on this song. Let's take a listen.
Freedom was found even in shackles. My freedom was still found in the fruit of my lips. the song that was taught by my mother, that was hummed by my father, still lingered in my bones. And in that place of rock and stone, there a sliver of hope remained and stayed there after setbacks, stayed there after no, stayed there after resistance, stayed there after hardship, stayed there and continued to grow.
Those 4 songs reveal so much about who I am as a person and where I hope I am headed. My mommy always gave me a freesia flower every time I had a graduation ceremony throughout my life and told me, cheers for your new journey. It has just begun. This flower represents birth, purity, innocence, heart, quietness, beginning, and innocence. Although I cannot be with my family right now, I hope that this project and musical journey connects with all of these themes my mother always cherishes. Now, I hope to contribute to the music of the world and to share my story, passion, teaching, and lesson learned with others, regardless of passport or borders. I see a musical instrument as a weapon that can destroy negativity and isolation. I want to change the world and give people the opportunity to be inspired through my music, my melody, and my musical notes. I think I am beginning to better understand myself and who I am, and now I am ready for this calling and vocation. Thank you so much for coming today and sharing your precious time with me. Life is a journey, and the company we keep as we navigate the hurdles of life are what makes the experience beautiful. I have met incredible people on my journey here at BGJI, at Berklee College of Music. They have inspired me, encouraged me, and helped me in many ways that I cannot keep count of. I am deeply grateful to you all, to my loving husband, Carlos Carpaccio. I say thank you to Danilo, Patricia, Marco, Chase, Jason, and all the many people here at BGJI. And also my Korean family, Brazil family, Venezuelan family, Berklee family, Zion family, Esberi family. And sorry, I cannot keep, saying and mentioning all of your names, but I say thank you. I look forward to more happy memories together as we journey on in life. Thank you.
Yeah, Hannah.
Congratulations, Anna. Beautiful presentation and music. And now we start the second part of your presentation with the questions and comments from the faculty that are present. And I would like to start with our faculty, Patricia Perez. If Patricia have any comment or question for Anna.
Hannah, congratulations. I'm so
Thank you
happy
so
that, this beautiful music came together. And I wanted to ask you, I know that you were going through physical changes throughout, the whole process of writing music. And I want to know you know, the physical changes that you were actually making a baby, and you're making a baby and you're making music, you know. So I want to know how those two things are related. How is the musical process influencing the baby, and how is the baby influencing the musical process? I'd love to know more about that.
Yeah, those kind of things I have to figure out, because in my whole life, it's the first time I'm having a baby or, you know, working together. That's still like kind of homework, like assignment for me whole my life. And I just want to know from whoever, like a Patricia or, you know, whoever already a mommy and working together and as a musician with mommy, you know, kind of those work, you know. But for just myself, I really love having a baby, same time working my music, and she inspired me. Of course, Berklee and BGGI inspired me a lot. And but that's kind of, I don't know how to explain that part. It's like inside my, everything is, you know, mixing together, and it's kind of everything fresh and very new for me. So I just want to show you little by little when I go to one by, you know, the step by step, and then I can show you like a future, even, you know, any days or any second after, you know, now. That's the, yeah, that's my big homework and assignment, to figure out myself with my life, with the beautiful baby and family.
Thank you, Patricia and Hannah. Let me see. I see that faculty Jason Yeager is with us, who is also an alumni of the program. And Jason, I wonder if you have any question for Hannah.
Thanks, Marco. Well, congratulations, Hannah. It's a beautiful project, and I loved hearing the music again. And so many of the melodies stuck with me, which I think is a testament to their strength and their power. And I love that you explore these different aspects of yourself and your various communities and your music. And I would love to have maybe more insight with the Korean traditional musician, what that process was like, and was it, what maybe challenges there were in writing for the instruments that she played, you know. What was that process like?
So actually in the middle, I couldn't hear the you know, little word, but I understood your question is how was the process with the gayagum, the Korean tradition?
Yeah, exactly. And also I looked it up. I didn't know the name of the drum. Is it Janggu, or how do you?
Yes, yeah, it was a jangu, like, you know, playing like dong, gida, kung,
Uh-huh.
dong, gida, kung, da, 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 kind of, you know, it's like, yes.
So had you written for those instruments before, or was this a new frontier for you?
For me, it was very, how to say, when I was young, when I was in, you know, elementary school and middle school, I had to play there, you know, a little bit of also gayagum too, but not super good, you know, it's just a little basic. And I know how to play the jangu, and I play some concerts when I was young. And, you know, it's like my roots. And I know, like, you know, the name who was playing, her name is Jung Oh, Maestro Jung Oh. She's a really great player, and I met her from church, and we had a relationship a long time. And we were talking about how we can go through this part, you know. Then that was kind of in pandemic time, we had to just call or Zoom meeting, and then we had to discuss many things and then play together with Zoom. I know it's kind of a distance, you know, like a little seconds behind and back and forth, but you know, we were talking like more deeply stuff because I already knew some other part, but also she's the master. So we had to discuss my project, and then, you know, it was like kind of back and forth, and then you play together, and then no, that this one, let's do this one, let's do this one. You know, it was kind of the process was kind of a very fresh to work like that, you know, not in person. But yeah, I think it was great. And then we have a plan to make the album together also, actually. So yeah,
Oh,
the
that's great.
music with, yeah.
I was going to ask too about any plans to release this music, or if not these particular recordings, to develop it. So I'm glad to hear, because I thought that was a really compelling piece. And I also love that you mentioned McCoy Tyner, because I remember the first day we met.
Right.
In our first lesson, we talked about McCoy Tyner. And
Right.
And so it was wonderful and I heard the connection too.
Right.
And well, that's wonderful, and also congratulations on the birth of your lovely child. That is wonderful.
Yeah,
So.
thank you so much. And actually, you know, you just mentioned that about that. It was like we were talking our lessons, and also we were talking about, you know, Danilo, the workshop, and, you know, what was that? I couldn't understand some, you know, sorrowful part, and you explained to me more specifically, and that was really helpful. And also you know, you're interested in like a Korean tradition, the album stuff. Actually, I was, you know, planning, and my plan is like, I want to explore like deeply my cultural identity, and through traditional music, like the Korean music, to better understand myself. And even though I know something, but I want to know more, like deeply, you know, and connect with my community, because this will help us strengthen me, you know, my identity. And I believe this can be an example and help other like me, somebody who's also thinking but couldn't do it yet. And also I have some like a Korean tradition with global things. Like I have a plan for like collaborating with global jazz musicians, and we're still talking with the Korean artists. And for the K-musical, like a Korean tradition with K-musical and with kind of global, you know, like, you know, West music together. I want to introduce global jazz and traditional Korean music in Korea. We are aware that we require more just a volunteer to organize the concert things, such event, and make them available to as many people as possible at minimum cost. And we are currently working towards, and we are, you know, talking by phone, you know, Zoom meeting with the Korean, you know, the director and people. Still we are talking, because it was kind of a little slow down to do the process, but this is a strategy to attract and recruit more volunteers for this activity. And more, actually most of the project will be after the, you know, maybe next year. I need to have a couple months more with, you know, other, you know, with my family things first, and release my album actually next year, like a Korean tradition, and my also global this music, what I recorded with the amazing musician from global. Yeah, that's the Korean tradition with, you know, global thing is many plan. I already have it. Thank you for asking, and thank you for interesting of that.
Great, thanks, Hanna.
Thank you, Jason. And I think that now I would like to invite our artistic director, Danilo Perez, to give the last comments or question to Hanna.
Hanna, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Wow, I want to congratulate you on this year. There was a lot of strength, persistence, and energy from your part to really get to this point. I want to encourage you to continue that connection between Korean music and jazz. The jazz direction we just heard is wonderful. To hear you playing, writing out music that is out of your comfort zone. This was not something that you embrace immediately. This was something that you really engage yourself and work really hard to understand and be able to bring it to the table. And I heard it on your playing. So I want to congratulate you. And I want to say that when I think of Hanna, I think of strength. You never know how strong you are. There's a saying that says that you never know how strong you are until becoming strong is the only choice you have. I think that's, I don't know who made that comment, but this is Bob Marley. So please stay on course, stay focused, keep developing, and no limit. Just keep going at it. Keep going. Keep embracing new music. Keep embracing the journey. And now you have a lot to write about Korea and also about your family and about your baby. You have a lot to write. Many compositions to come. I can't wait to hear music you're gonna be writing and playing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maestro Danilo, and thank you, Hanna. Congratulations again on your beautiful presentation and teaching and your music. We encourage you to stay close to the family. This is a global family, and congratulations to Carlos that always was with us the year before. So beautiful to hear you, and congratulations and many, many wishes for your career and your life.
Thank you so much. Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Actually, I felt and I got lots of love and care during my project, and that really meant a lot to me. More than that, you guys, especially Patricia and Danilo and Marco, Jason, you guys gave me a strength and helped me where my human ability failed me. I once again appreciate my husband, my baby Grace, and my mom's prayer, my family, all the church's family, and my instructor, faculty, and many people around me. And you all encouraged me when I, the zeal to push it forward and made me not give up. You all made me stronger and opened beautiful, successful, happy doors for me. My global master program brought within an experience, amazing experience I can never forget. There was so much love here and concern for me that cannot even quantify. It has made me a better human being, and I am so, so impressed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna, for this nice word, and what a perfect way to conclude this presentation with this beautiful sentiment that you expressed. And I would like to thank all the faculty, our artistic director, and all of the persons that have been here, Mary McLaurin, and thank you, Ruben and Carlos. Always amazing to see you. I hope you guys will be no strangers and stay close to our family for the rest of your lives. We are here. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.